Okay, so before the break, we finished all the methods. Okay, now we need to fill in when do we use the quadratic formula. Okay, so we'll use when, you can copy this down. Okay, when it's not factorable, right? Of course, you have other methods, right? So you'll use when the question, right, is not factorable. Or or you don't want to use complete square, or the question doesn't ask you to use complete square, right? So, or you can say the question asks you to use the formula, okay? So when it's not factorable, or when the question asks you to, okay, ask you to use this method. Okay, otherwise, right, if they say please use complete square and you use the formula, even though answer is right, I don't think your teacher will give you a mark, okay? All right, so make sure you copy this down. So now since we finished all the methods to find x, okay, we haven't done any word problem, okay? Finding x is supposed to help us solve some word problem, right? Because x should be representing something unknown, right? So now we've learned all the tools to solve for x. Now we're gonna try a few word problem today, okay? And then we get to choose which method is the best choice, okay? So we are going back to page 51. We start with something easier, okay? Some word problem easier to do. Question 4. So let's have Geoffrey, can you read this question out? Question 4.
A number increased by 1 is multiplied by the same number decreased by 2 to give a result of 4. What is the number?
Yeah. Okay, so this one very clearly, it tells us to find the missing number, right? So for all the word problem, you always have to write out the last statement. So we let x to represent the something we want to find, okay? So here, the x is the number that we want to find, right? Let x be the number, Okay, step 2, you need to write out the equation. So we need to look at the sentence here, right? A number increased by 1 is multiplied by the same number, which is the x, right? Decreased by 2 to give a result of 4. So we need to translate that into an equation. Equation means you need to have an equal sign, right? So which part of that sentence represents equal? Mackenzie, what do you think? Which part of the sentence represents the equal?
Give the result of 4.
Very good. Okay, give a result, right? I can replace that with equal, and it won't change the meaning of the sentence, right? Multiply by the same number, decrease by 2, equals to 4, right? Give a result of 4, okay? So it's the same. So that's where it divides into left side and right side, okay? So right-hand side equals to 4. Left-hand side is number increased by 1 multiplied by the same number decreased by 2. So how do we write that out on the left side? Okay, I'll let you guys try that. You can raise your hand after you got the left-hand side. Okay, Isabella, what do you have on the left side?
I have x squared plus 1 minus 2.
Like that?
Yeah.
X squared plus 1 minus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get that from?
So a number would be x, and
Yeah,
then increased by 1 is the plus 1.
plus 1. Okay,
And
then
then,
how come you have a square?
oh, is it 1 squared? Because it's 1 is multiplied by the same number.
Oh, okay, okay. I see what you mean. Okay, so we can break it down into two parts. Okay, a number, like you said, you are right. A number means the x. Increase is plus. Okay, increase by 1. So x plus 1. That's one part. Okay, so that part you should put it together in brackets. A number increased by 1. That whole thing is together. Okay, and then you take that, multiply, so you put another bracket, multiply by the same number. So the same number meaning, what do we write?
1.
Same number is referring to the number we are looking for. What do we use to represent the number we want to find?
X.
X, yeah, so that's the same number. Okay, and then decrease means,
Minus
yeah, minus by
2.
2. Okay, so that's what it means. So a number, so for example, if the number we want to find, let's say, is 10. So 10 increased by 1, that's 11, right? Multiplied by the same number, which is 10, decreased by 2. So that's 8. So 11 times 8 is not 4, right? So the 10 is not the answer. Okay? So sometimes the solving is pretty easy, right? But then try to translate the sentence into an equation. That's the hard part. Yeah, sure, Henry. Okay. Anyone else have questions about how we get this one? Okay, equation. So once you get here, right, you can start to solve. Okay, so step 3, we found the equation. Now we solve. So when you solve, you have 5 methods. Okay, so you can think about which method should we use, right? You can check GCF, right? You can check GCF, and then can we do cross factor, right? And can we do isolate variable or complete square? Well, definitely not complete square. It takes too long, okay? Unless they tell you complete square, and then quadratic formula, okay? If it's not factorable. Okay, so I'll let you solve this one. Once you found the answer, please raise your hand. Okay, Wilson, do you know what to do to start?
Not that sure. I'm just a bit confused. I'm still working on it.
Did you get the equation?
Not yet.
The two brackets, x plus 1, x minus 2 equal 4, you didn't write that down?
No, I wrote it down. Wait, so do I just get the final result of x plus 1 and then times x minus 2?
Yeah, so now you need to change it into general form, okay? So multiply those two brackets, right? And then move the 4 to the left side, okay? And then once you get the general,
Okay.
let me know what you got, okay? We'll check if your general form is right.
Wait, so I'm done like doing the x plus 1 times x minus 2 and then equals to 4. Do I tell you that?
You have to move the 4 to the left side as well. Make it into general form, okay? You can just tell me the general form.
So you basically isolate the x and the whole numbers, right?
We are
Like
not isolating the x, okay? We're just getting the general form. Do you know what the general form is? Look like? Do you know what's general form?
Hmm.
Do you understand what general form means?
Not quite.
General form is this. When one side equals to 0, that's called general form, like this one.
But then since it's equal to 4, how can it be equal to 0?
So after you multiply the left side, you need to move the 4 to the left. So you make it into 0 on one side.
Okay.
You know how to move?
Yeah, so you just change the negative and then you put it, hang on.
Yeah. All the equations, you have to start with general form. Okay, if anyone found the final answer for x, you can raise your hand.
Mr. Jason, is it x squared minus x minus 6 equals to 0?
Minus 6 equal to 0. Yeah, very good. Okay, so that's general form. Once you get to here, then you start think about which method is best to use. Okay, you can think about, can we take GCF or can we do cross factor, right? Cross multiply. Can we isolate variable or should we use the formula, right? Which way is the fastest? Okay, we only have 3 people found the answer so far. Anyone else? Anyone got stuck? Doesn't know how to solve? Okay, Tony, Have you got to the general form yet?
Yes.
Okay, did you do anything else?
I'm still working on it.
Okay, which method do you think is the best?
Method, use quadratic formula.
Have you tried other methods?
No, I just went with quadratic formula.
Sometimes the formula is slower, okay?
Slower.
You use quadratic formula, when do you use it? What do we say?
It's used when it's not factorable.
Yeah, so you try factoring first.
Okay.
Do we have GCF?
Pardon?
Do we have GCF?
No.
No GCF, right? First
Okay.
method GCF is out, right?
Yeah.
What's after GCF?
Uh, kind of forgot.
Check your notes.
Okay.
What's after GCF? Have you found it?
I haven't found it.
Do you know what page?
I'm trying to find the page. I don't know which page exactly.
Page 50.
Right. I'm gonna.
Second method.
After GCF,
Cross.
cross multiplied it. Yes.
Okay, cross factor.
Cross factor.
Remember how that works?
It's like you have to okay, so you put one or x on, like you make two columns and then
Can you try see if it works?
yeah, and then you put when we put x on that side and x on
Do it on your sheet and try see if it works.
x and that's a negative, so 3x plus 2 is negative 1x. I think I got it. So two x's on the one side, and then the other side it will be negative 3 and 2.
Okay, so how do we write the brackets?
So if we try to write the brackets, it will be x minus 3, and then the other side will be x plus 2. I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but
Correct. Okay.
correct. Okay.
0.
Yeah, equals to 0. Yeah.
Okay. And Wilson, did you factor it?
Sorry,
You factor it like
Um,
this.
for the negative x minus 3, x plus 2.
Yeah, did you factor it?
No, yeah, I can do that right now though.
So from here, you solve each x. So Geoffrey, what do you get?
For which one?
For this equation, now we factored it, right? Do you know what to do next?
I'm still working on it.
Wait, Mr. Jason, I finished the x minus 3 times x plus 2 equals to 0.
Yeah.
It's x squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 6 equals to 0.
We are not expanding, we're solving. We just came from there, right? We had x squared minus x minus 6 and we factored it.
Oh, sorry. So wait, I'm confused. Are we doing the cross factoring thing?
We just
Like the
Tony did it. He did the cross factoring already.
I forget how to do it. Like for the x minus 3.
Okay, so after you factor, you need to solve each bracket equal to 0. Okay, so let me remind you how we did it before. If you look at question 2a, right, you have first bracket 2x minus 1, second bracket x minus 2. You make each one equal to 0 and solve for x.
Oh, okay.
You did that before?
Yeah, I remember now. So then it's x minus 3 equals to 0 or x equals to 3,
Yeah, x equal
and
to
then
3.
x plus 2 equals 0 or x equals to negative 2.
Yeah. Okay, so we found our two x's. Okay, this is from something I think two classes back, right? So I guess if you get stuck here, that means you forgot how to do the factoring, right? So of course, if you plug it into the formula, you will still end up with the 3 and negative 2. But using the formula will take longer than doing the factoring. But if you forgot, it will take about the same time, right? All right, so last part, because it's word problem, we have to answer in the sentence, okay? You can say the numbers are, no, the number is, right? Because there's only one number. The number is 3 or negative 2. Okay, because it's looking for what is the number. There's only one number to find. Okay, so we are going to do one more, okay, before I let you go. So let's try the right-hand side, okay? Yes, Kat, yeah, we are doing question 5 right now, okay? So the product of two consecutive even number is 224. Consecutive even number, what does that mean? Anya, what is consecutive even numbers?
Consecutive even numbers are even numbers that come directly before or after each other. So like in a sequence.
So for example?
For example, like 2 and 4.
Yeah, very good. So example 2 and 4. So those are consecutive. So it says product, right? Product means multiply. You want to multiply two even numbers and make 224. So 2 times 4 is only 8, right? So it has to be bigger. So of course you can do guess and checking, but sometimes you might miss the answer, okay? So for example, you can try What do you want to try, Jenny? What other example could work?
For 224.
Yeah, to get to 2,4.
Give me 1 second. I'm not sure.
Well, let's just try a number. Can you give me 2 even numbers that are consecutive?
10 and 12.
Okay, 10 and 12. So what's their product?
120.
120. Yeah. So this one is too big or too small?
Too small.
Too small. Yeah. Okay. So you might need to increase, right? So of course, guess and check might get you the answer. Okay. But we'll see that later. There could be some answer that we won't be able to guess and check here. Okay. So we have 2 numbers to find. So your last statement, you should have 2 of them. So you can say we let the x to be the first number. Then how do we represent the second number, Kat?
Let y be the second number.
We don't.
X plus 2.
Yeah.
X plus 2.
Yeah. Okay. So we don't want another variable. Okay. So the 2 numbers, they're consecutive, so they are 2 apart. You can do x plus 2 be the second number. Okay. And then their product, right? So we can write x times x plus 2, right? First number times the second number has to be 224. So that's your equation. Step 3 is to solve. So similar to the left side, you need to change it into general form and see if you can factor, okay? I'm gonna let you do that. You can tell me what you got for x, okay? Raise your hand once you have the 2 numbers, 2 answers for x. Okay, Enya, you have the 2 x values.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you have?
14 and negative 16.
14, negative 16. Okay, thank you. And Kat, what do you have?
I got the same thing, but both of them were positive instead of one of them being negative.
Oh, so you have the 14 and 16.
Correct.
Okay. Right, so let's change to general form first. Okay, so we multiply in x squared plus 2x, and then we need to move the 224 to the left, right? So minus 224. equal to 0. So this 224 is quite a big number to factor, right? So you could try factoring it, but since we just learned the quadratic formula, you could also use the formula if you like, if you find factoring takes too long, right? So either way, okay, you can try to find the answer. Okay, raise your hand if you found the two numbers. Okay, so Aaron, which method did you use?
I used the cross factor.
Okay, so you found the two factors.
Yeah,
What is it?
it's negative 14 and 16.
Okay, so x and x. Okay, yeah, very good. So you will get x minus 14 and x plus 16 equal to 0. So that should give us x equal to 14 and negative 16. Should be one positive and one negative. Okay, instead of both positive. So when we write the answer, do we say the numbers are 14 and negative 16? This is a very tricky part, okay? You better put a star there. You'll get a similar question like this on homework. We found two numbers here. Does that mean you answered the numbers are 14 and negative 16? Angeline, what do you think? How do we write the sentence?
The numbers are 14 and negative 16.
No, but they should be consecutive even numbers, right? Are they consecutive even numbers?
Yes.
14 and negative 16, are they directly
Oh no.
No, right? So think about what it means. The 14 and negative 16 is for x. What did we say the x represents?
The first number.
Yes, okay. So what you found here, the x, the 14 and negative 16 only represents the first number. That's why this question is tricky, okay? Only for the first number. So how do you get the second number then? If the first number is 14, what is the second number, Bernice?
Sorry, what?
The 14 and the 14 and negative 16, they are both the first number.
Yeah,
Okay, so how do we find the second number?
you add 2.
Yes, okay. So if the first number is 14, what's the second number?
16.
Yeah, so you can say the numbers are
14 and 16.
and 16, or, right, so you have a second option. How do we get a second pair? The first number could also be negative 16, right? So if x is negative 16, what will be the second number?
Negative 14.
Negative 14, yeah. So both, even though you get two answers for x, but they are not the two numbers that you are looking for. They only represent the first number of each answer, okay? It'll be first number is negative 16, second number you need to add 2, so negative 14. So be very careful, okay, for how to write a sentence. We don't just move on once we got the x, okay? And then you say, if you put numbers are 14 and negative 16, then all that work, right, doesn't give you any mark. Probably get some part marks, okay? So be careful here. All right, so for the homework, I will assign some quadratic formula questions, right? And then of course, some word problems similar to this, right? And otherwise, okay, I think Tony and Wilson, I still don't have your homework, right? So you two can stay after class, okay? And I'll see everyone else next week, okay? Have a good
Thank
week.
you.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Thank you. See you next week.
See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Jason,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. I worked ahead for
yeah, no
Because
problem. Yeah, yeah.
I was kind of bored in one of the break and I didn't have anything
I
to do,
see.
so I just wrote it.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, I didn't know that we're going to review this.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Don't worry about it.
Also, I did it again.
Huh?
like
What do you mean?
like on 52, page 52.
Page 52, yeah?
Didn't we have a blank
Yeah.
for this one? I did it and like I got like a positive, but then when I checked in the calculator, it's supposed to be negative.
You mean question C?
Yeah.
Okay, question C, what's your answer?
I got 3 plus 2 bracket square root 2.
3 plus minus 2 square root 2?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you missed the negative. Answer should be negative 3 plus minus 2 square root 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where I did that.
Okay, what's your general form look like?
2x squared plus 12x plus 2.
Yeah, it's correct. Okay, so that part is fine. And then you
Do I
did
have to divide all of it by 2?
by what?
Do I have to divide all of it by 2?
No, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
You could, okay, but you don't have to. You could divide everything by 2, then make the number smaller, or you can just start doing the complete square.
Oh, okay.
Which way did you do?
I did like divide everything,
By
like
2?
except for the last number. I did like divide. So x 2 brackets x squared plus 6
6,
x
yeah.
minus 3.
It should be plus
Square.
3. Should be plus 3 squared.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
and then at the end, you move the plus 3 over, it will become negative 3.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, you're welcome.
See you next week.
See you next week. Okay, Tony, do you need any help doing the homework?
I don't really need help. I just need to rewrite everything.
Okay, so I need to make a phone call, okay? So I will come back, right?
Okay. All right, I submitted my work. Jason, I submitted my work.
Tony, can you wait for me for a second? Okay, I'm on the phone. Okay, Danny, Tony, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was on the phone with a parent. You say you submitted
Yes.
homework 15, right? Let me check. Let's see. Did you? Hmm? Sorry, wrong grade. Okay. Homework 15. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Did you skip any questions?
I skipped like 2-3 questions because I need to. I don't know like if I did it right or not.
Okay, for your number 2, right? Number 2A. Let me see. Factor A divided by 2 balance 3. Yeah, okay, let's just look at number 2A, okay?
Okay.
Because you're almost done for number 2A.
Almost.
Yeah, you got to here, right? X plus 2 equals to, what did you write on the right side?
Plus and minus root 6 over 2.
Yeah, but you want to isolate X, right?
Right.
So what do you need to move over?
So 2. So I have to move over 2. So I have to minus 2.
And where do you put the minus 2?
I think like right near the plus and minus sign.
That's right, in front of it, okay?
Yeah,
So
in
you
front
have
in front
minus
of it.
2 plus minus root 6 over 2, okay?
Yeah.
And then now you need to combine them together. So you need to get common denominator for both of them. So what's the common denominator here?
2.
Yes. So if the first one becomes the denominator of 2, then it will become what on the top?
It would be if the bottom becomes 2, the top will be 4.
Negative.
Negative 4.
Yeah. You follow so far?
Yeah, I follow.
Now both of them are 2, then you can write it together. So you put 2 at the bottom.
Negative 4 plus minus root 6 over 2.
Yeah, okay. So
Oh,
your answer, you need to leave it until you get here.
okay.
Okay, you need to combine the two terms. Okay.
I think I just forgot to combine.
Yeah. Okay, so what about BCD? Because we did question C at the beginning of class, right?
Yeah.
You didn't write it down?
I did write it down, but it's on a different paper.
Yeah, you should put it on the homework.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'll let you finish A, B, C, D, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another question. Like when does like in class begin?
Huh? What class?
Like didn't like this math class used to be like in class?
Oh, in class. Oh, you go not online, you mean?
Yeah, not online.
Oh, because of the Omicron, is
Oh,
it's pretty difficult.
oh,
Yeah, so I'm not sure. We have to see how it plays out.
okay.
Okay. I don't think February will be going back still. Okay.
Okay.
Because we have students from many different places. It's like yeah, it's not like you go to the same school every day and you always meet with the same people, right?
Okay.
So it's more of a mix of from different cities. So it's very difficult to go back.
Oh, that makes sense now. Okay. Mr. Jason,
Yeah.
I have to go right now.
Okay.
Can I hand this in like tonight?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Okay. See you next
I'm
week.
almost done. I have one more question.
Okay. Yeah. Hand
Yeah.
in tonight. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.